acid, booze and ass, needles, guns and grass. By acid, booze and ass, needles, guns and grass.
General Chicken Money. Shout out A1. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. The devil stressing me while I'm out here trying to win, fucking up my head, so I forget that God with your game plan. Got the Bible made it in the plan. Going hard, pouring out the trite shit we living in. Only trying to get it in. When my loved ones and my kids. I used to be the nigga rockin' with the devil's plan. Shooting cannons with my friends. Then one day the devil took my friend. After that, I had to find my soul again. Pray to God I don't die as a young man. Swear to myself the devil is a cold man. God is a cool man. So I like cooler than hot. Make my choice to get off the block before I'm dead and pop. Lost a lot of black males, the gunshots. So I pray all this bullshit will stop. No more black bodies on the block. Like not hearing gunshots. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins.
From the city of hot winters and cold summers, every little nigga around me is a known gunner. Known to play with sticks, just like a drummer. Catch you slipping with your baby mama, shoot up your Honda. Gang got the city hotter than a damn sauna. So I pray to the Lord cause I'm a damn sinner. Ever since a little realer wanted damn skriller. Told your bitch choose baby come fuck with a winner. Send it state to state, turn it to a go-getter. Stop fucking with the strung out little bow sippers. 6% crippin' in my body, all the rest pimpin'. So you know I do my thing around my city. All I see is sucker shit showing no pity. On the beat, low chopper, whole 50. Swear sucker niggas silly, have them dancing like Diddy. Clowns really moving, shooting clips like a movie.
It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins. It's a cold world that we living in, so I pray to God forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my sins.